naming things like West Whanau under Tavita and some of these organisations, Wakatautua. So you've got all these different, and you know, just our indigeneity is very important these days.
Yeah, I think there's been a huge spike of identity of culture where the children these days, I don't know if it's just me, but they're kind of like sort of showing their culture and not ashamed of it, you know what I mean, more. And I don't know if that's just social media or the children just, I don't know, finding themselves through the parents and stuff.
Yeah, that's really the establishment of our values. It's just something we value as islanders, as Maori, as Polynesians. We value the fact that no, we don't just come from Aotearoa, we're from Polynesia. This is our unique value. This is how we roll. This is what makes us different from Africans, from Asians. When we talk Polynesians, we're talking this.
Yes.
Navigators, stars, you know. You look at what our ancestors, when I think about them, the feats and the things they had to conquer, amazing.
Oh, definitely.
You know, when you talk about the Kālea from the Tongans, 200 men, warriors, how on earth did the Tongans had to navigate the whole Pacific? Because they had a whole empire of islands right up to Fortuna, Wallace and Marquesas, across to Niue. You know, the Tongans had to basically run a navy, and they had to put men to go and service these islands, you know.
At once upon a time, like during COVID, another topic, during COVID, as we all had a lot of free time, there was one stage, me and my friend, we were talking about how the Polynesians, I don't know, you can maybe touch on this, how the Polynesians navigated, I don't know, I mean, I'm still new to this, how they navigated from one time, for example, like Hawaii, and how they navigated, and they used the tides and the stars and that sort of stuff, you know, and it's just fun. That's a phenomenal skill. There is, I'm not too sure who it was, I can't remember, but my wife got involved. This is before we got married. We went to the seminar, and he's a master salesman or whatever. You know, they did this canoes. There was a few years back.
Probably Hoturua.
I'm not too sure. And him and a party of people, they actually just navigated. No instruments, no cell phones, just using the stars.
Hector Busby?
I'm not 100% sure, man. But yeah, man, just during the COVID was going through that. But once again, man, that's so phenomenal. To be honest, I wouldn't know where to start, mate. Like when I go with my mates on the fishing boat, I just that's that island. That's Waiheke, Rangitoto, and that's where I get my bearings. But if I go anything past that, mate,
visual bearings,
I'll be ringing someone on my phone. So
phenomenal for today, but absolutely
back
normal
in those days.
Back then.
Yeah.
I can remember being a young kid in Pukapuka, going with my uncle Mamoe out to the ocean, and he was sailing us out there to a point where we couldn't see the land anymore. And I remember like being right in the deep moana and just thinking, where in heck is how nighttime took us back. How do you find, you know, just knew how to go back. I was part of...
How old were you roughly within?
4.
Jeez.
I was 4, 1979.
Yeah.
This was like the end of navigation within Pukapuka. So that was my experience of using that stargazing, which is normal.
Wow.
I remember rowing from Walemamau, which is an island, on the outrigger. What do you call it? Like the wakaama?
Yep.
And rowing to my uncle used to row miles to the other island. When I was 4 years old.
Wow.
Yeah. So I was there. I saw it with my own eyes.
Far out.
And I can live to tell his story.
There's a lot of stories, and a lot of